Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. We will definitely win. Today I'd like to show you Acropolis. This is shrub rose from Mia, and it's grown in my garden from autumn 20. And this is a variety which is definitely pretty high in my personal top something of roses. It is multicolor. As you can see, in one cluster it could be the flower could change its color from light it starts from pretty intense pink coral, then it changes to light creamy pinky, and then it changes to greenish light green, green and milk, green and cream, something like that. So in one cluster at once there could be this combination of colors, greenish, creamy and pink coral, and that's why it makes so interesting, so nice, so beautiful visual effects. Of course, it is also has such ability as changing tone and changing maybe density, intense, and maybe even warmth of color, depending on the time of the day and on the weather conditions. So during the colder days in winter, or prior to the thunderstorm, or after the thunderstorm, or some maybe cloudy conditions, the colors will be colder. And during the closer to the sunset, or when sun became closer to the sunset, it will be so warm palette, it will be so warm color. So very interesting in both variants, and I love these colors. I love colors of this variety, Acropolis, in both variants of warmth and or of tones. It grows. It is declared that it can reach 70 centimeters in the garden, but in my garden it's definitely higher. It is 80 centimeters and maybe even more, but up to 1 meter definitely. It is. It has thorns. Branches has thorns. Not so intense, but still they are. Flowers, they are grown in clusters. They are long-lasting, and they are on the bush maybe even for 2 weeks. And because of this changing of the color, because flower starts from pink one, and then it changes to creamy white or creamy milk, and of course this is during its life in the cluster, so it could be very long lasting. Not sure about the vase life because I have not tried this variant, but on the bush it will be blooming and blooming and blooming, and you will be impressed by these changes of its color. Branch is pretty hard, and bush supports itself pretty good. There could be some issues with branches. Branches could be broken by very, very hard and strong gusts of wind, but entire bush and in general bush will stand good. It does not have fragrance, and this is just one of the characteristics, that it does not have fragrance. Of course, if it has, it could be much more, maybe valuable, but I think here in Ukraine it's pretty popular. It's very often in the propositions, in the catalogs of our rose breeders, rose gardens, and it's I would say pretty familiar for our rose lovers here. In my gardens it could be infected by black spot, and not only could be, but it is, and until the second wave, until the repeat of the flowering, of the blooming, the bush could be even without leaves. Branches could be without leaves at all. And of course this is not very floristic and spectacular view, but this is fact, and without chemicals, because I have not used pesticides in my garden for this season. It is such, so it will be infected by black spot. I have not noticed mildew, luckily, and I hope that this will continue, of course, but be ready that in case you do not use pesticides, and in case you have humid climate in addition, and pretty cold summers, it is most probably will be infected by some rose diseases. Flowers itself, they are, I would say, they are good under different conditions. I mean, very long humidity or pretty high heat. It will not influence the flower life and the flower duration. There may be, of course, some influence that flowering will end quicker, but in general, flowers will still be very decorative and very long-lasting. So this is variety which is definitely recommended for some more humid regions. And this is from my perspective, because I have compared to many of other varieties which are grown here in my garden as well, and this one, Acropolis, it shows pretty good resistance to such weather conditions, to every weather conditions, I would say. So thanks for your attention. Would be grateful for your feedback in case you have this variety, and what region, what country do you live, and what parameters does it reach, and how is your general impressions about this rose, and especially whether this rose is susceptible to diseases or resistant in your conditions, weather conditions, climate conditions, and garden conditions. Thanks, till the next video, and bye.